When I was still some distance from the village, I came upon two young boys beside the road who were playing. They took one look at me and fled, screaming never before having seen anyone like me. By the time I arrived at the houses, word of me had spread, and I was surrounded by an army of children. The infants regarded me with a mixture of terror and astonishment, clinging tightly to their bigger brothers and sisters. The older children exhibited more curiosity than fear, and one bold girl approaching me licked her fingertips and rubbed them on my lower arm to see if I was painted. Greedily amused to find that I was not, she encouraged the others to check for themselves. A detailed investigation of my skin, hands, hair, knees, nose, lips ensued. I submitted to this with good grace, for it was a remote village, and it was clear that though tales or even pictures of men and women such as myself might have reached there, none of my examiners had ever seen the genuine article in the flesh and blood. The innocence of those few minutes was full of delight, and I shall never forget. There was neither malice nor suspicion, nor revulsion to the attitude towards me. I was simply different, and therefore, for a while at least, exotic. But then the adults began to appear polite and not hostile, yet infinitely more reserved. They shooed the children away as if they were a nuisance to me, or I a danger to them. And I doubt owned the mistrust of adult eyes. I might have come bearing dirt or disease, with a strange faith, or with moral standards that they did not share. The men might suspect me of coveting their women, and the women might expect me to fight their men. I was different, and so represented change, and most people are afraid of change. And there was something else. I was only one. One might be tolerated. A few might be acceptable. But what if there was more like me, smiling peacefully, apparently wanting nothing, but on their way to thousands, to tens of thousands, to hundreds of thousands?